Imagine you decide to get into classic car restoration. You're spending thousands of dollars on a vintage chassis and, hundreds of hours in your garage just covered in grease.
Right, yeah.
And it's expensive, it's time-consuming, and honestly, you'd probably love to watch someone else do it while you work, just to feel less alone.
Well, okay, let's unpack this, because that exact same logic is currently powering a $3.8 billion digital empire.
It really is.
We're talking about miniature wargaming battle reports, or BATREPs, for today's deep dive.
Right, and what's fascinating here is the sheer scale of this, like between 2021 and 2026, independent creators filming themselves moving little painted plastic models across a table for like hours completely subverted everything we thought we knew about the attention economy.
Which is wild to think about.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, while the rest of the world was completely obsessing over 15-second short-form videos, these creators were basically reshaping digital marketing. Right, because, we know the community loves watching dice roll. But historically, this was a really tiny niche part of the internet. So why does anyone watch a 3-hour video of this in the TikTok era? Is it just a tutorial?
Well, it really comes down to a psychological concept called vicarious play.
Vicarious play.
Yeah. So fans of these games, they spend hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars building and painting their armies, right?
Oh, yeah. A massive upfront investment.
Exactly. And because of that investment, they crave validation for their hobby. So they consume these multi-hour videos as this second screen experience.
Like having the TV on in the background.
Right. They put the BATREP on their TV while sitting at their desk, literally painting their own models.
Okay, I buy the whole painting buddies concept. But putting a video on in the background is a huge leap from, actively engaging with the content.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, people don't usually pay strict attention to background noise. So this means creators aren't just making videos, right? They are engineering highly lucrative parasocial relationships where the audience basically treats them like real-life painting buddies.
It's that engineered authenticity, like the pacing, the inside jokes, the unedited banter. It really makes you feel like you were literally hanging out in the living room with them.
Okay, so it builds loyalty.
Exactly. A deep, sticky loyalty that a purely algorithmic, fast-paced piece of content just can't replicate.
But because this audience wants different types of buddies, the market sort of split to offer two distinct viewing styles, like skirmish games.
Oh, definitely. So you have skirmish games like Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Right.
Those are fast, like 45-minute cinematic bursts that pull in pop culture fans. And you contrast that with mass battles like Warhammer 40,000, which require tracking hundreds of models over 3 hours.
Okay, but wait. Here's where it gets really interesting. Because if everyone wants fast cinematic bursts, how did a clunky, slow-moving game like Warhammer the Old World just pull 200,000 views on its first battle reports back in 2024?
Yeah, that was a shocker.
It literally revived an archaic rank and flank style where you just push rigid rectangular blocks of troops around. It is the definition of slow.
It is. But that's because it exposed the immense power of the veteran wallet.
The veteran wallet.
Yeah, these are older fans with significant disposable income who are actively rejecting fast-paced, high-stimulation internet content.
Oh, wow. So they want the slow burn.
Exactly. They deliberately seek out those 3-hour meditative tactical simulations, and importantly, they have the cash to support it.
Which completely explains the masterclass business pivot. Realizing they had captured this wealthy, loyal audience, creators realized they didn't need YouTube's algorithm anymore.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, watching a channel like Mini Wargaming is basically like tuning into a stealthy teleshopping network. While you're watching these futuristic armies blast each other, the hosts seamlessly use 3D printed proxy models that you can just buy right there on their own store.
Right, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, the mechanics behind that are brilliant because official models from big publishers are incredibly expensive.
Right, so they just bypass that.
Exactly. Channels like Tabletop Tactics took it further and evolved into independent VOD TV networks. They built their own apps, started charging premium monthly subscriptions, and basically abandoned the traditional ad revenue models entirely.
But how do they convince people to pay for a subscription when YouTube is, literally free?
Well, they realized their audience's loyalty was to the creators, not the platform.
Right.
So by moving premium, ad-free campaigns and exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff behind a paywall, they offered a tailored, uninterrupted hobby experience. The painting buddy relationship was so strong that viewers gladly paid to keep the clubhouse open.
So what does this all mean? Essentially, these creators took a niche, slow-moving analog hobby and turned it into an absolute masterclass in extreme audience retention in e-commerce.
Yeah, and it proves that specialized, high-value content will always find a dedicated audience, one that is willing to pay a premium. So what stands out to you in this attention economy? I think it really shows how community loyalty just trumps algorithm trends every time.
It really makes you wonder. If a 3-hour video of moving plastic soldiers can build an independent multi-million-dollar subscription empire, what other boring analog hobbies are secretly sitting on a digital gold mine waiting to be filmed?
Seriously.
Maybe that guy quietly restoring classic car carburetors in his garage is actually the next media mogul.
Until next time, thanks for taking the deep dive with us.